Well, let's get into the Premiership now. Leicester, Worcester, what a game.
How have Worcester gone there and done that to them up till half time? Did you watch it or not? I only watched a bit of the
I've seen a
highlights.
fair bit of it now. And Jordan Murphy said it after the game. He said, we didn't look like a Premiership team. And by you saying that, you've got internationals in that team splattered throughout it, haven't you? That Leicester team. And it's kind of weird because you change your coach after the first game and they got the result against Newcastle the first week Jordan was in charge. Emotional game. And you always see, as a sporting team, you change the coach, you always see an upturn in performances and results for a week at least, and then see how long it lasts for. Now, for me, the reality of it is Jordan's got the job, and I think 100% Jordan's the right person with the Leicester DNA in him to have the head coach's job and to keep it going forward. But they have got a young coaching group. And from what I heard, we had Ben Kay on here last week, the rugby committee at Leicester put a few parameters in that they wanted Matt O'Connor to change over the summer, and he didn't. And one of them was a defence coach.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the 4 games that Leicester have played so far in the Premiership, they've conceded 158 points in 4 games. And this isn't anything to do with the coaches. And I've said it over and over. Their recruitment is, they're now a mid-table team. And the whole Leicester club, it's a huge club. But the fans, and we're both ex-Leicester players, care about the club a lot, care about Jordan Murphy massively, because he's a really good mate of mine. I want Leicester to do really well now, because Jordan is a fucking great bloke. But ultimately, they're 2 or 3 years behind where they need to be. And Leicester fans probably need to be a bit realistic and go, we're not a dominant team anymore. We're not a top of the table team. We're not they're going to struggle to make top 4, struggle to make top 6 this year.
I just think they need to manage the expectations now.
Exactly.
We've spoken loads about Leicester. I think we just got to let them go now and carry on doing what they need to do to improve, to get the culture right. You know, my best mate is there and he's taken on the D, and Brett Deacon, and he's a fantastic coach. You know, but he was messed around a little bit. You know, Matty O'Connor comes in, changes the defensive systems. Brett Deacon comes in, does the line-outs. Batewell comes in, changes the line-out systems. And as a young coach, you just need consistency. And you're left now with a group of young coaches that need to be backed. Yeah, they might need to bring someone else in to help with the experience. Is Bakewell the man for the job? I don't know. I'm unsure. You know, because at the minute we haven't seen anything that says yes.
But for me, it's a twofold thing. It's recruitment and what's gone on, and it's the coaching. You know, what can Bakewell do with a load of forwards that perhaps he hasn't got a massive influence on signings? And Ben Kay sat in here last week, didn't he, saying this is the way the rugby committee works, and this is who's in charge, and you know, Jed Glynn doesn't necessarily make the decisions. Someone's responsible for Leicester's squad as a whole, as an entirety, and anyone that says on paper that squad is as good as and should be beating Saracens, Exeter, Wasps, the top 3 teams, and Saracens and Exeter are head and shoulders above all the teams in the Premiership. There are Leicester are, and it pains me to say it, they're a mid-table quality team, and they're in that pack of anyone really who are chasing Saracens, Exeter, and Wasps are the next best.
Yeah.
After that, they're just Leicester, and it sounds horrible. They're just another club at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, but mate, credit's got to go to Worcester 2 years in a row to win down there.
Oh, massive.
And they're obviously Leicester's bogey club. Like, for whatever reason, the way they play, and you know, it happens, doesn't it? Every team, like notoriously in the past, Saracens had a bogey club, but Worcester notoriously do very well against Leicester. And you know, we've spoken about them maybe struggling this year, but they've been in every game that they've played in,
Yeah.
and they've been quite impressive. And
I love your stats there, Jim, because you talked about Worcester being Leicester's bogey team.
yeah.
Until last year, when they won at Welford Road, they hadn't won there in 122 years. So